I'm very honored to be here tonight and be part of Neethan's support team. And I'm going to start off by using a quote from Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. He says, "Peace is not the absence of war, but the presence of justice." And to me, Neethan has, for the past decade, has been working tirelessly for the presence of justice. And it's in that context, if the presence of justice in our local community, in the city of Toronto and across the country, would be when people don't have to make a choice between either they pay the rent or put food on the table. When students don't have to graduate from universities carrying a $50,000 to $70,000 debt. There will be presence of justice when workers, most often now as temp workers and contract workers, don't have to worry about when their next paycheck is going to come from. And when we in the communities, as community members, there will be presence of justice when we can see an end to racism, sexism, and all forms of inequalities, injustice. In that sense, I'm wholeheartedly supporting Neethan. Over the past 10 years, Neethan has been an amazing organizer, a tireless fighter for employment equity, for anti-racism initiatives, and all the community building initiatives that makes the community whole. Employment equity, so we will have good jobs, not just for a few, but good jobs for all, and for all. Neethan's work reflects the core value of social justice, equality, solidarity, and fairness. Today, the next second point I want to make is, today, by the way, is Labor Day. So happy Labor Day, everyone. Today is when we all march. Restaurant workers, hotel workers, construction workers, electrical workers, manufacturing sector workers, office workers, we all march to celebrate the contribution of working people to this city. It reminds us that we, the working people, are the backbone of this city and the communities. We are the ones who make the city work. Unfortunately, a lot of times we are invisible. And today, at the Labor Day March, when we see over 30,000 workers marching together, we are also reminded it's the workers, through the march, through protests, through all the support and advocacy work, that has brought in legislations on minimum wage, on pensions, on unemployment insurance, on workers' comp. Good legislations don't come out from the heart of politicians. They come when we stand up and say, we don't take it anymore. And to me, it's in that process, I think Neethan will be such a strong advocate for us inside Queen's Park, right? He will be there to represent our voices and our visions for all of us, from all diverse communities in Toronto. And lastly, I just want to invoke, I'm wearing a button that has Jack Layton's signature quote. It says, "Don't let them tell you it can't be done." So we are not going to let them say that we can't do it, right? We're going to make sure it happens on October 6th. Let's continue. The community here in Scarborough Rouge River has done an amazing job in electing Rathika Sitsabaiesan. Let's continue that momentum. Let's ride on that victory and make sure that we get Neethan elected, because he will be part of our bigger we, the collective we, and he will be there to speak and advocate on all of us, because he is someone who dreams of a better world for all of us, not just all of us here, but for all of us in the future generations as well.